Good afternoon and welcome to the VanEupen Arena for today's North West Counties Premier Division match between Vauxhall Motors and Litherland REMYCA. Vauxhall's will be looking to bounce back after another disappointing cup defeat last week on penalties, our second of the season, to South Liverpool. So back to the league we go. It's getting tight at the top. Wythenshawe Town have caught up with a couple of games in hand now. We just sit 1 point behind us with a game in hand, so it's imperative that we get the 3 points today. This is the second fixture against Litherland REMYCA. The last one early September was a 3-1 win for the Motors away. So we'll be looking to bounce back again and carry on our winning league form. Our last outing was the 5-3 win away at Kendal Town. Litherland sits 17th in the North West Counties Premier Division with 13 points from 14 games. So they're struggling towards the bottom of the table, so they'll be looking for a strong performance today. As always, today's coverage is brought to you by Baltic Apprenticeships. Good afternoon and welcome to the VanEupen Arena for today's North West Counties Premier Division match between Vauxhall Motors and Litherland REMYCA. Just running through the two teams first of all. In goal, number 1 for Vauxhall, James Bucklenahan. Number 2, Ethan Goldborn. 3, Greg Drummond. 4, Marcus James. 5, and captain Thomas Mitchell. 6, Sean Moscrop. 7, Michael Berkey. 8, Ben Holmes. 9, Connor Harwood. 10, Jordan Deere. And 11, Bobby McDonald. Substitute for Vauxhall's are Lewis Buckley. Number 12, Aaron Dawson. 14, Simon Thirlwell. 15, Liam Turner. 16, and Franny Antoine. 17. The lineup for Litherland REMYCA is in goal number 1, Adam Reid. Number 2, Kieran Halligan. Number 3, Jamie Clark. Number 4, Jack Richards. Number 5 and captain, Liam Loughlin. Number 6, Ben Dooley. Number 7, Paul Foy. Number 8, Anthony Williams. Number 9, Ewan Catt. Number 10, William Dunn. And number 11, Oliver Nugent. Substitute number 12, Nathan Salisbury. 14, Nathan Conness. 15, Tom Lawless. And 16, Michael Ordish. I'm Steve Hilton, and again, Patrick Bratton, your usual commentator, is still unwell. So we wish Patrick a speedy recovery. So I'll be taking you through today's game. I'm also joined by Reece Gavin from our media team, who helped out with co-commentary at the 5-3 away win at Kendal Town 2 weeks ago. So welcome, Reece. What are your thoughts on today? We need to bounce back after another penalty exit last week.
Yeah, it's obviously important to bounce back. I don't think the lads will be too down about the defeat. Obviously, it's never nice to lose a game, especially on penalties. But obviously, as Mick and the lads have said, the focus is purely on the league this season, and I'm confident they'll bounce back. We've had a quick start there with Bobby McDowell whipping in a ball to Jordan Deere, who had an early effort saved.
Yeah, I mean, just going back to last week, I mean, Mick McGraa, when I interviewed him after the game, was you could tell he was visibly disappointed and, you know, apologised for people paying in and stuff like that. So he'll be certainly looking for a reaction today back to the league. And look at the league table before, Wythenshawe Town had a number of games in hand. With us not playing on a Tuesday night for the last couple of weeks, they've managed to pull them games in hand round and just sit one point below us now with the game in hand. So we want to keep that top spot. We need to get 3 points today.
Yeah, it's important, obviously, because obviously Wythenshawe catching up. It's we've not really felt, not necessarily pressure, but they've not necessarily been on our toes.
There's always been a couple of points, hasn't there?
Because they've always had games in hand, but now they've obviously caught up. Then they're right on our tail. Obviously, could possibly overtake us in the next week or so, depending on results. But just going back to Mick McGraa, obviously disappointed with last week, but as he said himself, he's 100% certain the lads will bounce back today, and I think so are we.
I think he's always made out of that. His bread and butter is the league. I mean, with every club, but I mean, obviously with a great start, more emphasis comes on that promotion challenge, doesn't it? I mean, just today as well, it's the second game that me and you've done where it's the reverse fixture from the first game. So, you know, we only played REMYCA, I think it was the 6th or 9th of September. We had some technical difficulties, so we didn't bring any commentary from that game, and probably the worst thing about it, because Liverpool actually got smashed that day by Napoli as well, didn't they? So we were keeping a check on that score. But It was a good win at Remy. 1-0 up. I think they equalised, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then we controlled the game second half for 2 goals.
I must admit, I'm always surprised when I see Remy towards the bottom half of the table, because I feel like every time we play them, this is for seasons now, they've been towards the bottom, and every time we played them, they've been a solid team. They've not really conceded too many. They've had threat up top. They've always looked like a good all-round team, but for some reason it just doesn't seem to click for them.
Yeah, they done this last game of the season last year to stay up, didn't they? I always say against Liverpool team as well, you need to win your physical battles first. Just scouts teams in general, they won't give you a minute on the ball, or they're ratting at your feet and closing down. So you've got to win them physical battles first of all and give you the right to play.
Yeah, if I'm correct too, when we played them at home last season, it took, was it 1-0 win, last minute goal, if I'm correct?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Which obviously, and then I think the year before they actually beat us in the cup as well. So they've always been, I wouldn't say necessarily a bogey team, but they've always been a team that if we have ever got a result, we've had to really grind for it and work harder than we would have to in some other games, especially for a lower league outfit. Little corner, here's Michael Baker's chance to produce.
Yeah, in swinger this time. Good switcher play that. Switch let him down. So Ali Nugent. The ball again, looking to swing this one in. Oh, referees give it. It's a penalty. He's cut inside. He looked like he was about to. He was shaping the ball up, and then he's checked back again. Was it Jordan Deere dangled the leg out? Was it?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure there who's actually given the penalty away, but I don't think there'll be too many complaints from it.
Well, the referee was in no hesitation and give it straight away, but he looked from our angle. He was just looking to shape a shot left footed, and he's checked back. It's a great chance for Remy to go 1-0 up. Is it Jamie Clark taking this? He'll be left footed. Good penalty. Right corner as he faced James McClellan's left hand side, lifted it. It's a 1-0 lead for Remy.
Unbelievable penalty. There's no saving that. No goalkeeper in the world would save that. But quite concerning that the Motors haven't got started yet.
No, it's been one of them games again, hasn't it? Glimpses with the shot that hit the post or possibly saved by Reed in goal. Bit of good link-up play by Bobby and Connor. But apart from that, we've huffed and puffed with no real quality in the final third. Like you say, I think we need to get Berkey into the game more. Berkey's had an outstanding start to the season.
Real better spot.
Just half a yard off here at the moment. Well, a yard off.
Yeah, I think it is funny.
Berkey's chance, so he needs to get more of the ball. Yes, 1-1.
Yes!
It's gone in.
Get in!
Well, I've been saying Michael Berkey needs to get a bit more of the ball. The first time he's really got a bit of a chance to front up the right back. He's checked back and whipped a lovely cross in. Was it Connor Harwood, was it?
Yeah, Connor Harwood.
Connor Harwood.
Very difficult header as well.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a bit too much on the ball for him, and he's he's managed to get something on it, come off the crossbar, bounce down the lines, and give the goal over the line, because we don't have Hawkeye at this level. So great time for Vauxhall to score there, 44th, 45th minute.
Makes a change, Motors being on the other end of a late goal. And
was it really good header though, wasn't it? Just come off the bar and just like, you wonder whether it's going to go in, but the linesman's give it.
Very difficult for him to keep it down, to be fair. Obviously it's at the upper crossbar, and then obviously the linesman's give it across the line. But first chance we've really put a ball in the box, first time Berkey's really got at a Remy defender. And there's a goal.
Yeah, it was a lovely ball in, wasn't it, by Berkey? Oh, forcing it. Shot by Ben Holmes, great finish. Really what a strike that is by Ben Holmes. What a strike that is. Just come to Ben Holmes, 25 yards out, one touch, left foot. Bang, bottom corner, 2-1 Vauxhall Motors. Reece, talk us through that goal.
Unbelievable finish there from Ben Holmes. He's took the ball down his chest, it's bounced off for him, and he's hit it Gerrard-esque, I'd say, from outside the area, and he's left Adam Reed with absolutely no chance, and Motors finally take the lead. We're finally feeling like we're starting to get going now.
Yeah, I just looked there, we're already 17, 18 minutes into the second half, and it's flowing over, but we're not really creating many chances. But we've had all the play, but that's what Ben Holmes does. He's got that in his locker to strike a ball that well. Keeper, absolutely no chance.
Come off and have a shower and think, what?
It's a good run by Lewis Buckley.
We're gonna get a big goal.
Keep it in the corner. That's it. Referee blows his full-time whistle. So Vauxhall's come from a goal down to win at home, the 14th win of the season, and it's 2-1 to Vauxhall Motors with goals from Connor Harwood and a great strike from Ben Holmes second half. Reece, sum up that game and give us your man of the match as well.
Oh, geez, just throwing that on me, Hill. So, in the end, we've dug in. We've done what we needed to do to get it over the line. We've got the 3 points. The lads have showed character again to bounce back from defeat in the cup, and then to bounce back again from being 1 goal down. Great character from the lads. Man of the match.
I'm going to tell you a little bit out here. I thought Ben Holmes was absolutely fantastic second half with a great strike as well. But he come into the ball, he was linking up the midfield and the forwards, and he was all over the place. So that's what I'd say, but it's your choice.
I'll go with Ben Holmes. That's a fair point, to be fair. And his goal at the end of the day sealed us 3 points, which was an unbelievable strike.
Yeah, I think he was great second half. The strike is, just the way he's controlled it, hasn't he? Just bang, half volley. So, just heard that winning short time, we're winning 2-1 as well, so it was important that we stayed on the winning streak. On the winning streak today, so it keeps 1 point ahead of them. Still got the game in hand, but we've got the points in the bag. Mick, well done on the win. You wanted the reaction from last week. Are you happy with that performance and the reaction from the players?
Yeah, I mean, tough team, the Remy. I think if you look at the overall game, I think apart from the penalty, which is a blatant pen for them, they haven't really had a shot. James hasn't saved to me. We've got in good areas today, really good areas, and didn't capitalise on it. First half, I thought we were a little bit deep. The second half, we changed it a bit, and then I thought we were dominant second half. And to be unfair, there's only going to be one team that wins it.
I noticed first half a lot of our play come down our right through Bobby and Connor, and it was the first time that Mikey Baker got the ball that we equalised with that goal. Did you feel like we needed to switch play a bit to the left? Or?
Yeah, well, when you play teams, you sit in as deep as well. The Remy did today. I think you've got to move them around, and that was we were shouting on our touchline. I think everyone knew we just needed to keep switching the play. And the second half it was better, but yeah, it was a good goal, Connor's goal, wasn't it? We just kept switching the play, moving them about, so we knew they'd get tired. Probably after about 65-70 minutes, I thought. Once we scored, they didn't really trouble us, only 1 minute.
Yeah, I was going to say, how satisfying is it? It's always good to come back, isn't it, when you go a goal down, so it must be really satisfying.
Yeah, I mean, we were disappointed with the pen. You know, it is a pen, the lad's done well, he's, you know, give it away, but, you know, a reaction's needed. Look, no one's going to come here and just give us, and go, yeah, Vauxhalls, you know, you're going to do what you're good at, and you know, the team's going to make it hard, and they made it very hard. They sat in, they didn't really look to go forward, they just looked to, you know, contain us, and for a large part they did, but when you've got quality what we've got, you know. Yeah,
just moving on to Ben Owens' strike to get the winner. It was a great strike, wasn't it? Yeah. You know, what's your thoughts on that goal?
Oh, it's a great strike, and he needed it, to be honest. Because to be honest, Ben's one of the big players for us. You know, he's been with me for a long time, and we look to him sometimes. And today, you know, he produced. You know, it's important you have these big players in big moments, and he's come up trumps.
So the 3 points today keeps us top of the league. Is that a psychological thing to stay top, or is it as long as you're in the mix towards the end of the season? Is that all you're asking for, really?
Yeah, I think you got to. Everyone says taking a game at a time and stuff like that, but I think if you look, you know, I've been here 5 years. This is my 5th season now, and you know, we've had a plan where we really want to be. You know, this squad we've built now, it's took us 5 years. Do you know what I mean? And players have come and gone, but this squad now, this squad's good enough to challenge up the top end of the league. It's just about attitude with our lads, you know. And when you play at home, as I said to you, the teams aren't going to come and let us do what we want. But you know, hopefully, big game Tuesday now, we can get some points there.
Well, that's moving on to looking at Tuesday's game. It's our first midweek game, I think, for about a month now. How hard a game that's going to be under the light again?
Yeah, they're a tough side, Sean. Big, physical. I'm expecting a really tough game, but we're going there. We're going there to win. We'll never set up for a draw. We're going to go there and we're going to try and win. We're going to show Charnock how good of a side we are, and you know, if we play the way we play, I don't see it being a problem. We can get the 3 points.
Brilliant. Well done today, Mick, and on again we go Tuesday.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.